Hi everybody, Simply Fresh Beauties in the house. Hello, hello. If you're on Facebook, come on in. We'll hang out and we'll put on our makeup together. If you're not on Facebook right now, come on in later, watch the replay. This video is not going anywhere, so just here to say hi and say hi to Sarah. This is a bit of a surprise. Actually, I didn't tell Sarah when I was going to be on. I told her I would be on. But you all know and love Sarah. I wanted to show her some just extra love today and kind of come in and lift her up, and just that's what we're all about. We're all about lifting each other up, empowering each other. I want to give all the praise and compliments to Sarah for how much she has learned and grown in her makeup journey. As you have all been watching her, since she started as an artist with Saint and started this beautiful community, Simply Fresh Beauty. She's just grown so much, and she put so much time into you all, into her friends and her audience. And I see all the hard work that Sarah does. And I just wanted to come in and kind of give a shout out to Sarah and a thank you to her for all of her hard work and for kind of making that connection with you all, beautiful people who are so important to her and so important in her life. So my way of saying thank you to people and boosting people up is to teach them how to do makeup. I don't know if that's weird. I know it is weird actually. But even all my life as I was a young girl, if I wanted to show somebody I cared, something I would do for them would be to do their makeup. And although I can't be hands-on with you here today, I would love to just hang out with you, connect with you, and maybe lift you up by teaching you some makeup techniques that you might not know about. And I know it's a weird way to show love, but it's my way to show love. So here's my love for you all. Maybe I can encourage you to take 5 minutes out of your day, every day, to say hello to your face. And that's what I do for myself every day. 5 minutes. It can be to wash your face, or it can be to just talk to yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself the things that you like about your face, or it can even be to put on some makeup and decorate your face. Because what do we do when we want to make our home feel better? When we want to make a party extra special, we decorate it. So I am here every day to decorate my face and to encourage you to do the same if you feel like it's something that will lift you up. So I'm going to show you my favorite makeup techniques today. And Sarah's going to check in with us later. And I know that she is super pro at showing you how to highlight and contour and also how to do eyeshadow. I know that Sarah has a beautiful way of doing eyeshadow. So I'm going to show you my tips and tricks here today with this makeup brand. And this is going to be super distracting throughout the video. I have a burn. I burnt my nose with the curling iron. Who's been there? Burnt it with the curling iron. So I'll show you later how to do a little cover up of something like that. I'm going to do my foundation first, and then I like to do that kind of spot concealing at the end. So we use these little minimalist compacts. Hi everybody, thanks for being here. We use these little minimalist compacts of makeup, and this compact that's here in the palm of my hand has replaced all of my makeup products. So everything I need for my makeup needs, and even for my makeup wants, is right in the palm of my hand. I can do super basic and easy makeup, or I can do a little bit more glam makeup, but everything stays in the palm of my hand. So that's the super special thing about this. And Sarah has been loving it, and I have been loving it. I've been using this makeup for 2 years now. I will never, ever go back. Well, never say never. I don't know. Maybe I will like something else more than this someday. But so far in 2 years, I have not found anything I like more. So this is my jam for my makeup. Contouring is something that I never ever did before until I found this contour palette. It is cream, so it's not powder, and I find it much easier to work with than some of the powder contours I used to try. I always found that powder contours looked really muddy on my face. They didn't blend nicely. They just kind of sat on top of the skin, and they kind of make your face look dirty in a way. So I just didn't bother to contour until I found this cream product that really takes on kind of the consistency of your skin. Well, it takes on like the texture of your skin. And it just looks very natural and skin-like. It doesn't look powdery or muddy or like dirty kind of thing, right? So it kind of chisels my cheekbones, chisels my jawline, and just sculpts the face so that there is more attention brought to the middle of your face. So you can ask Sarah for a color match if this interests you, and whether or not this interests you, Sarah and I are going to be doing a makeup class on Zoom where you can ask, like Zoom is just a little bit more interactive, right? Than a live video, where you can actually show up and ask us your questions about makeup in general or about this brand. And you can even ask us your questions on that call about the artist program if you want to, if you've been wondering anything about what Sarah does. Sarah is a veterinarian for her day job, but her other day job is teaching this makeup. And we have just a lot of fun together. And really, our job is lifting women up. That's truly what we spend our days doing. Just helping each other and cheering each other on in life. So if you ever needed like a community, if you're somebody who has found like you never fit in with other women before, it's because you didn't have the right women to fit in with. So come in on the Sugar Squad and we will cheer you on, we'll lift you up, make you feel like $1,000,000 and teach you how to do your makeup in a really simple and easy way. So I'm not giving too much detail about what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of allowing you to watch what I do and see if you like it. If you want to ask me more questions about this, you can come to our Zoom call. We didn't decide on a time or a day yet, so probably you can throw out some suggestions on when you all might be available to do that. Sarah and I would be happy to accommodate. Okay, so still don't worry about those spots. I'm going to spot conceal those at the end. For now, I'm going to do kind of a brightening highlight. So right now I've done my color correcting and concealing. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a brightening effect. This part is like the cup of coffee for your face. This is going to bring some light and life to your face. Right in the center. You can see how light and skin-like this is. It's not a heavy product. You can get coverage if you have things that you really want to cover. But what we do is we use color theory to really camouflage the distracting pigments on your face rather than using a heavy amount of makeup. We just use the right colors and put the right colors in the right places, and you will find just a more flawless makeup application without a heavy amount of makeup. Okay, so I should do the concealing, I think. So I'm just going to take my darker highlight color. This brush might be precise enough, but you can use a more precise brush if you have one. You can use your finger. So instead of buying like a whole other concealer, you can just use your highlight. And if you go darker, if you have a spot to conceal, you never want to use a lighter concealer to conceal that spot because it makes it look like muddy. Did you ever notice that? So what we do is use a darker color. It's still a flesh color, but it's darker than your flesh, and you're going to find that it color corrects and conceals better. Another thing I love to do, I'm using the brush called the Detail Brush. I love this brush for kind of a precise contour application. So I'm going to do a little nose contouring, which is going to slim the nose, but it doesn't look obvious. And I am going to blend it a little bit. But even if it's unblended, it doesn't look stripy. Like you see some contours that look really obvious. Ours really take on the appearance of skin, don't they? And I like to do my lips as well. Contour my lips. I'm just going to kind of tap at that to blend it out a little bit. This just totally changes the shape of your nose. You can use contouring to like change the shape of your face. It's kind of fun. And my lip contour gives my lips a more plumper appearance without doing that really obvious liner. It just creates a more natural shadow. Whereas a lip liner, if you draw your lip liner all outside your mouth like that, it's more noticeable. This one is more natural looking. Another thing I love to do with my contour color. So far I've only used 3 colors to do this, everything I've got done here. I love to take my contour color on a fluffy brush and sweep it under my lower lash line. Kind of a little smudgy. It makes the eye look bigger. So I'm coming to you all from Newfoundland. I am an island girl, born on the wrong island. I do not belong on this island. I belong somewhere tropical because here it is the grayest. You ever hear the song Gray Foggy Day? Raise your hand if you know that song, Gray Foggy Day. Well, the man who wrote that song is like my husband's next door neighbor. It is gray and foggy here every day. So I love to counter that gray, foggy, blah experience of living in Newfoundland and brighten up my face by adding some color to my face. How's that? So I'm going to do some blush and a lip color, and you can keep a few different lip colors and blushes in your compact. The Lip and Cheeks Double, it's a lip color and a blush. What one will I do today? You can even mix them together. What will I do? I think I'll go bright since I'm talking about doing a little bright. So this one is called Ruby. It's pretty bright. If you don't wear blush, you can just choose something a little bit more subtle than this, and I'll actually show you an option. So this one is Ruby. So that gives me definitely a nice, colorful, youthful flush. Then if you don't like it so bright, we have a color called Nude, and Nude is one of my very favorite colors. I use it a lot, and you can even layer it on top of each other if you want to. The cream makeup is so versatile. Like, you cannot make a mistake with cream because it all just kind of melts together and looks flawless. No matter what your skills are, it always looks good. You can just slap it on your face, rub it with your brush, and it will look good. Let me do a little bit of a lip color. Hi there. So this color is called Ruby. If you like a little bit of a pink or red, a little bit of pigment on your lips. A lot of people love Ruby. It's a really popular one. And then if you're like me, I like it to be a little bit more subtle. So I will often just layer another color on top. This one is going to be Nude. So we have Ruby and Nude mixed together here. So you all need to let Sarah know if you want to come to our Zoom class, and let us know when you would like to come, because we can kind of arrange our Zoom class around what works for you all. And I'll kind of get into more detail on the tricks and tips of contouring, why to contour, how to contour, that kind of thing. If you're new to contouring, that Zoom class will probably be helpful for you. I love to finish off my makeup with some of our Bella bronzer. If you want to just get one brush, you can get this beautiful fluffy brush and you can do your whole makeup application using this one, and it comes with our cream bronzer. So you can buy those as a bundle and you can save about $15 by buying them together. So if you're new, I highly recommend getting the Bella bundle. Here's where I put my bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. It is not orange. It has zero oranginess. And it also does not have shimmer. So it's a very natural type of bronzer. I like to get most of the color up on my forehead. Then I'll kind of buff it down on my cheek. And then whatever is left, I'll bring under my chin. I love to finish off my makeup that way. I feel like it kind of just brings everything together. And it kind of helps blend it all out too. So my Bella bronzer with my fluffy blush and bronzer brush. I'm going to show you some eyeshadow too if anybody wants to stick around for a little eyeshadow look. Super easy springish eyeshadow. Okay, that's my bronzer done. And last for my face, well, I could do a couple more things. I'm going to show you the illuminator, which we have in a bunch of different colors. I love our cream illuminators the most. We also have them in powder. And who wears setting powder on their makeup? Do you feel like you have to set your makeup with powder? I'd love to see your comment here. Say powder or no powder. I most often do not use powder, personally. I love the dewy finish of this makeup, but I think most people are still using powder. Most people are not into the dewy look yet. So an illuminator will emphasize the cheekbone. You'll put your contour, then your blush, then your illuminator on top. It's like a Neapolitan ice cream. So just a little tip in case you don't wear illuminator quite yet. That's what I do with mine. So I'll do my setting powder just in case anybody wants to see. What my setting powder is going to do is just take away any sheen that's on the makeup. And I don't put it all over my face, but I'll just tap it under my eye and down the side of my nose. And then it will prevent that makeup from creasing in those especially creasy areas, right? When our skin is getting more mature, we get the movement in our face. And by setting it with the powder, it will help take away some of that movement. But like I said, I don't generally use the powder, and I find that my makeup still stays all day, doesn't crease. The key to having makeup that doesn't crease is using the right color. If your makeup is too light, it will always crease no matter what you do. And if you use makeup, you know that if it's too light, it creases no matter what. Most people have never found makeup that doesn't crease, but I have. I found it, everybody. So I'm going to do some eyeshadow. And if you're still here, I hope you like this kind of color combination. I have kind of springish colors. So my first color is called Bubba. Then I'm going to kind of deepen it up a little bit with this color called Lullaby. And then this one is going to not look like this. You're going to find it really funny. It's like a pinkish purplish color, but in the tin it looks peach. So just stay tuned and see. It's almost like a mood ring. This color, it's called As You Wish. And it's like a mood ring. It kind of adjusts color. So there's my Bubba. I'm using a fluffy brush and I am sweeping Bubba all over my lid. And pardon my dry patches. I get dryness on my eyes from eczema in the wintertime. I cannot wait for warm weather when my skin will be much happier. So there's Bubba. I just kind of do a wash of that. Whoops, flying makeup. I just do a wash of Bubba to give me like a uniform color all over my lid. Now I'm going to take this color called Lullaby, which is kind of a purplish color, and I'm just going to put Lullaby right here on the outer corner of my eye and do a little swirly motion. A little swirly motion to blend that. Okay, that gives me some lift on the outside of my eye. As you can see, it just deepens up that outer corner and kind of lifts it up. So we got like a nice warm toasty color with the Bubba, and then we got a kind of more neutral with the Lullaby, kind of a neutral purple. And now I have this really fun color called As You Wish, and it turns out it looks peach in the tin, but look when you put it on your eye, it's like a mood ring is what it reminds me of. It's like iridescent. So super pretty. It will kind of pick up on whatever eyeshadows you pair it with. I don't think you can really see it on my camera very well. Let me swatch it on my hand here. See if you can see it better. So see, it's kind of purple, kind of pink, kind of shimmery, kind of pretty. There it is. Kind of changes color, like a seashell. So, kind of fun, and I think I'm done. I'm just going to clean up the edges where I dropped a little bit of eyeshadow. Just going to use my brush, clean that up a little bit. And a big thank you to Sarah for kind of allowing me to be here, though it was a bit of a surprise. I took over her page, and I just wanted to give her a big shout out. And let you all know that you are in such good hands with Sarah. She's one of just our most active artists. She's always showing up to serve her customers. And a big thank you to all of you and to Sarah for having me. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great shiny day. Bye.